It is now day 25 of the Hollywood writers' strike, and there are few signs of a resolution anytime soon. The late night shows haven't aired new episodes in weeks. Shows and movies that are still going are running into production problems, and that may really be just the start. Unions representing actors and directors are set to begin their own contract negotiations with studios, streamers, and production companies in the coming weeks. So joining us now, Emmy-nominated writer Jake Fogelnest. Jake, thank you so much for being with us. I know this is obviously something close to you, something that you're dealing with directly. What are writers holding out for at this point?
It may sound crazy, but a living wage. I'm sure many people think of Hollywood writers in mansions and pools, but not all of us are Ryan Murphy or Shonda Rhimes. Many of us would be lucky to work with them. But the average WGA member is just trying to pay the bills. There's really no distinction between network and cable and streaming at this point. We're all through the same pipeline, and our wages don't reflect that, and they don't reflect inflation.
Well, Jake, obviously you are on the writer side of this, but maybe you can give us some insight into what the production companies are holding out for. What seems to be the sticking point on their end?
There was a network executive, I don't remember who it was. I think they said this anonymously, but they said, well, you didn't choose to be a writer. You could do something else. And that's very glib. Disney, for example, they're bringing in an annual revenue of $82.7 billion. And this could end today if they gave us the 0.091% that we are asking for. It's the first time Wall Street has been a part of the conversation of a strike. Billions are being made, and we're just not seeing it, and we're just trying to live and not do a lot of work for free as well.
Yeah, so from the writer's perspective, obviously, the money does seem to be there. The longer this goes on, how will it directly impact viewers who are watching TV or watching their streaming services?
Well, you're not going to find out what happens on Stranger Things, which is a bummer. You've already missed Jennifer Coolidge hosting SNL. Production has stopped, and all of the other unions are in solidarity with us. The DGA, SAG-AFTRA, even IATSE. Your favorite show is not coming back. In fact, the streamers might pull it down. If you want new Law and Order, you're going to have to wait.
So, Jake, what role does AI play in all of this? Because, we're hearing so much more about artificial intelligence, and it could impact your industry as well.
AI is really interesting. It's a technology that I think that the entire world should be looking at and making ethical decisions about. Of course, AI cannot today write an episode of Seinfeld, maybe a bad first draft, but you'd still need a human. But already the AI it's already an algorithm is making decisions on what shows you might be getting to see that get on the air. And do you really want that? Or do you want talented executives like Brandon Tartikoff from NBC, who gave Cheers a shot when it was the lowest rated show, and he said, nah, let's keep this on a little longer, even because I believe in it. And then it turned into one of the most successful sitcoms of all time.
So, Jake, we're at day 25 at this point. Doesn't seem to be any budging necessarily on either side here. How long do you think this will go on?
Well, the DGA contract is up June 30th, and that's when I think we'll start to see some actual conversation happening. I will say this: the WGA initiated an action where we all had to fire our agents. There was a thing called packaging. Mike Ovitz invented it in the 70s. You can look it up. I didn't think we would be able to end packaging. Essentially, studios were making more money, and the agencies were making more money than the people that had created the shows. We went 22 months without agents, so I don't think this will be ending anytime soon. Through the summer, and it could go to the end of the year.
Yeah. I think when people really do start to be impacted, the everyday Americans, that's when we'll also maybe start to see some movement here. Jake Fogelnest, thank you so much for your time, and certainly wish you the best of luck. Hopefully there can be some resolution soon.
Thank you, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.